Here are the 3 things I wish that I knew early on in my life. Stick around. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Casey.craft with Crafty with Money. And in this channel, we talk all things money, how to get it, how to save it, how to spend it, how to grow it, and how to keep it. And today we're going to talk about a few different things that I wish that I had just learned when I was a little bit younger. So here we go. Number 1, becoming a master budgeter. I cannot tell you how important it is in a financial plan for people to budget extremely well. And I think that the issue that a lot of people have is hearing the word budget, they go, it's got a negative connotation to it. But in reality, it's something that very wealthy people do. A lot of them do this. If you look at it as, only poor people budget, or, I'm doing okay, I don't feel like I need to, or there's no need for it, you are setting yourself up for failure. Here is why. Budgeting is telling your money every single month what to do with it. It's got a job. It's got to do something. And I can't just let it sit around, twiddle their thumbs, and think of evil plots on how to be spent. Budgeting takes intentionality. You have to actually sit down, figure out what it is that you're spending. An easy way to do that is just look at old bank statements. Just go through and find out, okay, here's what I spent on groceries this month. Here's what I spent on going out. Here's what my electric bill was. Here's what gas cost. And so adding all these things up really gives you a better idea of how to just budget properly. And here's the thing, is it's so empowering because now you are in control of something that you can be in control of. In a world of, I can't control who's in office or who's running the policies or gas prices going up, so many things are beyond our control. But our income and how we plan for it is totally something that we can nail down. So the better that you can get at it, the better that your life will be. One of the neat things I like about budgeting is when I do it properly, it actually feels like I have a lot of money left over, so I can actually have a little bit more fun with it. When I used to not budget, and maybe you feel like this, it is, I just hope I can make it through the month. And while I've got a few bucks sitting in my accounts, sure, I can go spend it. The second thing that I wish that I knew a long time ago is that nobody cares about you. Kind of. Yes, your mom cares about you, your spouse cares about you, your dog loves you, but nobody really cares about how you spend your money, which when I was younger, I really cared about what people thought about me. So I cared about if I could go out with them. I cared, can I go out and go to the sporting event, go do the thing, whatever it is. And I didn't want to have money be the thing that kept me from being cool with my friends. And so I would literally spend money all the time on things that I did not want to do. And I cannot tell you how many times I was caught in situations where, hey, we're going to go to the game, but afterwards we're going to go out for drinks. And I didn't want to go out for drinks. But I got sucked into it because I don't want to not be cool and hang out with my friends that are doing this. And so I ended up spending an extra 20 or 30 bucks that I just didn't want to. But then I got older and I realized, and especially being married and having a family, I just don't care what you think anymore. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm gonna live my life the way that I wanna live. I'm gonna spend money on what I wanna spend it on, and I'm not gonna spend it where I don't. And I'm in control of it, and so I just don't care anymore. Cars are a really big thing. A lot of people care, well, let me rephrase. You think a lot of people care about the car that you drive. Nobody cares about the car that you drive. So why do we get in this mindset of spending money that I don't have just to make other people think I'm doing well? Nobody cares that you're not going to be able to make it on that trip. Okay, in the short term, maybe people will wish that you were there, but looking back, no one's going to remember that you couldn't make it. We've had, when my wife and I were going through, early on in our marriage, we were paying off all of our debt, student loans, credit cards, cars, you name it. And we had gotten invited a couple times to some family members' weddings, friends' weddings, and just couldn't make it because we wanted to pay off the debt that we owe and get on the other side of that, to enjoy life and have a little bit more margin and excess income. And so we had to say no. And I promise you, those people do not care that I missed out. Actually, they were probably kind of grateful for it because weddings can be super expensive per person. So I probably saved them a couple $100 by not going. You're welcome. Lastly, the third thing that I wish I knew earlier on was comparison. And the comparison game is real. And I'm really speaking to the Gen Zs, the millennials that have grown up in this society of social media. And everybody posts their highlights. Nobody posts the struggles that they're going on. But it feels like all of your friends are going on trips. It feels like everybody that you know is going to Italy and off on the Amalfi Coast. But they're not. And a lot of people are going into debt because of it. So don't compare yourself to other people. You will be miserable. Only compare yourself to how you used to be. Compare yourself to where you were a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 5 years ago. Become a master budgeter. Don't care about what other people think, and don't play the comparison game. Come join me, follow along. I'm going to try to post some really great content for you. If you'd like to talk about your investments, your retirement account, any kind of financial planning, look in the description. I've enjoyed our time together. I hope you got a lot out of it. This is Crafty with Money.